of what is perhaps the most important symbol of freedom in the world today, the Statue of Liberty. Our reason for being here goes beyond illusion or entertainment. The United States government has granted permission for David Copperfield's attempt to vanish the Statue of Liberty. Why? David will explain later.
Good evening. I'm William B. Williams. Last year, David performed the world's largest illusion when he vanished a 7-ton jet airplane. Now, to give you an idea of the magnitude of tonight's illusion, the statue's arm alone is longer than that airplane. The Statue of Liberty measures 305 feet in height and weighs an incredible 450,000 pounds. The statue was designed and constructed in France back in 1884 by a sculptor named Frederick Auguste Bartholdi and raised over New York Harbor in 1886 after being shipped here in separate pieces.
There have been many theories on how David would accomplish this incredible illusion. For instance, it would take 26 helicopters to lift the separate pieces straight up if it were possible to detach the statue from the fort below.
Another theory is to lower the statue into the ground, but because of its size and weight, it would take an elevator more than 15 minutes to get the statue below the fort level.
This came from our government. Their officials informed me of the presidential-appointed fundraising commission for the statue's restoration, headed by Lee Iacocca. By 1986, she'll be as good as new.
It was necessary to erect 2 scaffolding towers 200 feet in front of the statue. The towers are constructed to hold a curtain used in the illusion. Circling the statue will be a helicopter that will give an aerial view of the results of the illusion.
Will sit. The chairs are in a reclined position so that our audience can have a good view of the statue. David is in radio communication with our helicopter and 3 other strategic points around the statue.
Surrounding the statue, we place 3 Kodomatic instant cameras. They're being loaded with film now. These cameras will eject their instant photographs into these locked boxes. They'll be set off before the illusion begins and take continuous photographs in sequence to provide photographic proof of the statue's disappearance from 3 different angles around the statue. These young ladies will stand in front of the units and will remain with the cameras until we're finished.
The members of our audience here are from all walks of life. They will be the jury for those back in our studio and all of you throughout the world watching this on TV.
We've anchored the towers down in front of the fort to prevent them from blowing over while the curtain is raised between them.
The green display on this radar screen shows the statue's existence. This radar screen will be your way and my way of keeping track of the statue when the curtain is raised.
Stand by, Don. Our time is running short, but I think it's important for me to recap using this model of Liberty Island. The audience on Liberty Island and myself are seated here in front of the towers. 200 feet in front of us is the Statue of Liberty. It's surrounded by a circle of lights that shine upon it. The curtain will be raised between the statue and the audience. Here, this is to protect the secret of the statue's disappearance. When the curtain is lowered, if we have successfully vanished the statue, we will go to our helicopter camera, which will give us an aerial view. To prove the statue has vanished, searchlights from the audience area will pass through the empty space the statue occupied moments before.
Now, there's 2 things you must remember. First, this is the real Statue of Liberty, not a model. And second, when the curtain is raised, we will not cut away from our camera shot. It will remain on until after the statue has vanished. David's magic is performed with absolutely no camera tricks. The illusion you are watching at home is exactly the way he is doing it now. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. David Copperfield.
a good shot of the back of the statue.
We're switching back to background camera. Remain strictly in front of us as instructed. Ground control, standing up concert. Switching to camera. Visitor flight.
Roger, ground control. It's just incredible. They're cutting right through the circle of lights and there's no statue there.
You watched it. What was your reaction?
Yes, I was just enchanted with the entire thing. It just disappeared. What happened, where it gone to, I have no idea.
No idea
but
where
it
it
was
went.
fascinating to watch it.
Describe what you saw.
I tell you, if I was home watching on TV, I would be a little, skeptical. But I was here, and it was there, and now it's not there. I don't know what happened to it. Fantastic.
You look like a skeptic.
All I know is that when the curtain dropped, the statue was not there, and I didn't see it.
And how about you?
When that curtain went down and there was nothing there, I just couldn't believe it.
Your reaction?
I was amazed. I don't see it. It was there and it's not there anymore.
Do you have any ideas where it went?
I have no
No
idea.
idea where it
No
went.
idea.
Our Kodomatic cameras with their boxes are being brought to our audience area. Now let's take a look at the instant photographs from the 3 surrounding views. These are the photos from the right side of the statue.
Chris in the back.
Incredible.
On the other side.
And finally, from the left side.
I have never seen a Statue of Liberty disappear the way this one did.
Can David make the statue reappear? We'll find out.
I want to tell you why I did this. My mother was the first one to tell me about the Statue of Liberty. She saw it first from the deck of a ship that brought her to America. She was an immigrant. She impressed upon me how precious our liberty is and how easily it can be lost.